Hi guys, we're in a little bit of a different angle today, I know. I'm sitting down because I don't feel so good, but I wanted to film this anyway. So I got a TBR cart and I love it, it's cute, and I finally have a place to put all my little travel stickers. I wanted to just kind of do a little fun what's on my TBR cart video. Oh my god, the Roomba. So for the rest of the video, you won't see me, you'll just see me and then, or see the cart and then hear me talking about the books. This video, I believe, is technically coming out after my 30 and 30 video. So the whole, just to preface this, the whole top tier of my cart right now is for my 30 and 30. Anyways, without too much delay, let's just get into it. So as of right now, like I said, I have 30 and 30 on top. And then the second and third tier, the bottom tier, are mostly comprised of those 24 books I needed to read before the end of the year. There's a lot more that I need to read because classes. Right now, for the last quarter of the year, I've decided I just need to like prioritize certain books. So that's why I got this cart. It's gonna help me by like keeping them off my full shelves, honestly, and help me go, okay, I need to like specifically only grab books from here. I know in terms of reading goals, my goals shifted a little bit toward the end of the year here. So weirdly enough, I need to stop taking books out from the library. So going into 2024, we'll talk about this a little bit later in the end of the year here, but going into 2024, I need to read from my shelves. Like desperately. I've talked about this a little bit in other videos. Not just like, I don't really need to thin things necessarily, because I definitely have not unhauled at the rate that I was. I don't necessarily need to unhaul if I don't feel compelled to unhaul, but I need to read things on my shelves. That way my chances of unhauling and having space increase, because just this year I converted one of my bookshelves in my office, my small shelves. It had a bunch of like other stuff that I used in my office on it, and I converted that to a manga shelf, and then I got a second bookshelf because I didn't have enough room on my bookshelf. So it's like a mix of books and manga, but really it's a manga overflow shelf, because I decided I'm going to start collecting manga on top of books, apparently. So that's been a thing. I am running out of space, in other words. So if I want to keep certain collections, I'm gonna have to like thin other things, but that requires me to read them in short. So I need to read from my shelves and not read from the library whenever possible. And it's very tempting when you work at a library and you see the new books that come in and you're like, oh, I really wanted to read that one, but like, I need to stop. I gotta, because on top of that, the last like month or two, I've been in a slump because of the stuff that was happening with my house that put me in a slump, and then I was stressed about school, and now I'm just busy with school and work and life and everything, so I'm like reading slower, but even though I'm not really in a slump. And all of those things combined mean I'm accumulating more books than I'm reading, like real quick. So anyways, long story short, I need to read from my shelves and I need to make it a priority. So the books on here were primarily the ones that are of the most interest to me. Also parts of series that I need to work my way through. Like I said, I'm not really showing you anything incredibly new here. I may do these videos periodically as I change my cart out, probably quarterly. This, like I said, is the first tier here. This is my 30 and 30. There's some here and then some behind. Not a whole ton, but just a couple, like 7 back there. Yeah, so these are the 30 manga I'm trying to read in September. This thing is really, that's my only complaint is like, this thing is really not stable. And when I try to roll it around, it like almost topples over on me every time. So, all right, so on the second tier here, as you can see, I have a bunch of books that I'm going to read. So let's just start over here. So like I said, I have The Wolf of Oroñaro, The Book of Koli. This is Guild, the second book in the Lightbringer series by Brent Weeks, The Blinding Knife, The Shadow of What Was Lost, Rage of Dragons, Bone Shard Daughter. Oh my god, The Nine Eyes of Lucian, which I also have the full cast audiobook for this. I don't know what one. I might try to like tandem read them where I'm listening to the audio and also reading it, because this I have restarted the audiobook 3 times now. I'm struggling. I also have Beach Read and Book Lovers. I don't know if I'm going to get to both of these, but basically these are the 2 Emily Henry books that I own, and I need to read at least one of them and determine if she's for me. And then I have The Overstory, which is a nonfiction, which will be very interesting for me to read, because I don't normally read nonfiction. I normally listen to it on audiobook. So, and then the last tier down here, I have The Well of Ascension, my little mass market paperback copy. The Bitter Twins, which I actually took this on vacation and then didn't read it. I didn't get to it, so it is what it is. I have The Thousand Eyes, and Shadow of the Gods, A Game of Retribution, The War of Two Queens, and Dance with the Fey Prince. Most of these are like series that I either have read the first book, this is the second book, or fourth or whatever book, and I need to just continue these series. So yeah, these were also my 24 books I need to read before the end of the year. Like I said, it's a lot of repetitiveness here. Alright, y'all. Well, that is my TBR cart. Like I have said a million times already, it's very repetitive, but I just wanted to kind of introduce this concept as a video, because it is something I want to continue to do, kind of quarterly. Give you little cool updates. If I add stickers and stuff, I'll show you that. I'm just really happy to have this little thing, and I think it's going to be handy for me. Kind of help with my object permanence issue, perhaps. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up, like it, subscribe if you want to see more from me. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!